and welcome to their first impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at a free-to-play zombie shooter called ZMR. This is brought to you by En Masse, the guys that made Tera, which was a pretty interesting MMO that came out last year and has since gone free-to-play. This game is also free-to-play, currently in the beta. It involves team-based or PvP shooting in a post-apocalyptic zombie-style world. You can see I'm creating my character right here. Male, female, choice of faces, skin color, hair color, and a couple of other different options. Let's get in and see some about the interface and then the gameplay. This right here is going to be a two-person cooperative map. That means we're going to have to deal with a horde mode, waves of zombies coming after us, and then we're just going to try to survive. First couple of waves can be pretty easy. Also, you can tell this is a third-person shooter. There is some cover. It did seem a little bit hard to get cover to me. Again, I'm going to compare cover-based shooters to Mass Effect and say that so far seems to be what I've experienced as the best cover-based system. I'll look at the store in a little bit, but needless to say, you do have a couple of choices on weapons, and I'm using just one of my starter weapons right here. Oop, don't get too close to the tower, it will set you on fire. So we're watching for right now the zombies. They can come out of the walls, you can see them behind the bars, they'll walk around, come on out. Some of the bigger ones will actually bust through, and then they'll just come from the entrances over there too. First wave, pretty straightforward. Wave 2. Spawn time seemed to be pretty forgiving, it seems like. There's a lot of time in between waves. There we go. Like I was talking about, they can spawn behind the grates if you can find them, great. There is no real obvious, like, arrow, although the minimap does have red dots. If you watch the minimap, you can see where they're coming from. Ammo to refill. It does have many of the traditional key bindings that you'd expect in a shooter. There's an optional tutorial also. You will get some starter in-game currency for completing it. For the most part though, unless you want to get the bonus for doing it, pretty straightforward. I mean, this is not a overly complicated game. There is also PvP modes. Right now I'm just looking at the cooperative. You have many of your stereotypical PvP shooter types of matches, you know, team deathmatch and all that. Right now we're just doing the wave, the horde mode. You can see the accuracy in the weapon. Whoa! Gotta keep an eye out. I wasn't watching the minimap there. But if you just do press and hold, you did see how much harder it was for me to aim. So, like a lot of burst type weapons, you just kind of want to and then give it a second, you know. There comes the big guy coming on out. Double time to reload, and there we go. So 3 waves, and pretty straightforward. That was the very first mission. So think of an MMO doing your first quest, pretty much. Now the mission's complete, you get a bonus, get some XP. Yes, there is a level-based system. So, as for the store itself, this is a free-to-play, which means microtransactions. And the question is, how rough are they? First thing you can do is see the different guns here. I only have 2 to choose from, but from that I can also modify them, which, look at that in just a sec. And then you have different slots for weapons. You can have shotgun, rifle, assault rifle, pistol, anything like that. Grenades. And then there's gear too you can unlock. And there's the modifications over there, was the mods. You can see each gun has 2 slots you can go ahead customize the stats. Overall, it does not seem to be a huge difference between different types of gear. I will say I did notice that the premium currency gear did look quite a bit, or did look noticeably better than the non-premium, than just in-game currency, but not to the point where I thought it was an impossible hurdle to over. Let's look at some of the different options on the game matches. So you can see here, for PvE, you can see the different types of tiers. I got Rookie, General, Daily, Special. So you can go through and do all these. You can see the active number of missions I have, so 2, 8, 3. Then there's PvP, and just kind of go through. It kind of has a bit of an MMO progression where you'll gain levels, currency, and then be able to buy those in-game purchases. Like the game, check it out. It's currently in the beta called ZMR. Get the content, stay tuned to more for MMO Play. Thanks for watching. Get some more zombies.